Who are the top vendors for Launchjacking? Hey, welcome back to another 5 Minute Friday. It's John Armstrong here. In this video, we're going to be discussing which vendors are going to produce the biggest launches and in turn make you the most money from Launchjacking. Because first and foremost, the thing that you got to understand here is that Launchjacking only really works if the launch is big. Because when the launch is big, you have all of these affiliates who are sending traffic or sending emails to their subscribers telling them about this product, right? And then the more subscribers that you have is going to ensure that they're going to go over to YouTube and look for review videos, which we're going to be Launchjacking from, right? And this only works if you have all of these affiliates that are sending out all of this traffic, sending out all of these newsletters to their subscribers and generating all of this buzz and curiosity in the first place. If that doesn't happen, the launch is not going to be big, and you as a Launchjacker are not going to make any money. So it's my intention inside this video to talk to you about some of the vendors that you need to look out for on Muncheye to ensure that when you go and Launchjack their product, you're probably going to make some money. So let's go over to Muncheye.com right now, and let's go and have a look at some of the launches that are happening in the short term, and then some of the launches that are happening in the long term. Now, first of all, on Muncheye, you already have by default big launches and then all launches. So most of these launches over here underneath big launches are going to be big launches. The problem here is that most of these launches over here are on JVZoo. And a lot of the vendors on JVZoo are not going to be giving away review access to affiliates, which makes it very difficult for us to then be able to make a review video without review access, right? So that's why I don't spend that much time looking at the big launches. But regardless, I'll tell you who are some of the big names. This launch probably isn't going to be very good. This one probably isn't going to be very big either. Paul Ponner, his launches are always massive. So if you can get in on Paul Ponner's launch, definitely do so. Okay, I hope that you're writing these names down. So Paul Ponner, he's on the 5th of January. Neil Napier, this will probably be a decent launch. He's on the 13th of January. Cindy Donovan, probably won't be huge, but you might make a little bit of money. I Am Wealth Builders, again, probably won't be very big. Simon Warner, depends. He's a JV manager, and he usually teams up with some pretty big names, so this might be pretty big. I don't know who this guy is, so this probably won't be very big. Aiden Booth, this will be huge, but it'll be over on ClickBank, which should be a good thing. But this is a high-ticket product as well, so I very much doubt you'll be able to get review access for that. Okay, Joshua Zamora, 27th of January. This should be a really good launch. Luke McGuire, his launches are always big. I actually made my very first money from Launchjacking on one of Luke McGuire's launches. And then Joshua Zamora again. Now, over here, it gets a little bit more confusing because there's a lot more launches going on, right? So I'm just going to reel off a list of names whose launches probably will be decent. I mean, Jamie Lewis, his launches are okay. DePapa, you might make some money there. Probably not from Shandin's launch. Abby, he's a big name. Okay. Art Flare, kind of does okay these days, I guess. Mosh Barry, this would be a good one to go for as I scroll through. And I hope you're writing down these names because these names are going to crop up again and again and again. Okay, James Fawcett, this will be pretty big. Let's have a look. Tom Yevsikov, this might be 50-50, might be all right. Trevor Carr, this one should be pretty good. Mike McKay, this is going to be pretty big. Glyn Koski, yes, any of his launches do well. Victory, yep. Sean Josiah, yes. Wesley Virgin, 100%. This is going to be pretty big because Wesley's pretty new to the Warrior Plus space, and he's been reciprocating really hard for a lot of big vendors. So all of his launches have been doing really well. They've been really big. So look out for that. Venkata should be okay. Jason Fulton, he's a big affiliate, so his launch is going to do well. Okay, Mosh Barry again. Glyn Koski again. Victory again. Billy Dar, his launches are always big. Okay, Neil Napier, we've talked about that one. Trevor, yep. Branson Tai, he's another big vendor, so his launches always do well. Sean Josiah, again, we mentioned him before. Brian Winters, his launches usually do pretty good as well. Mosh Barry. Mike McKay, we've talked about him. Okay, now we're getting into kind of February, but if you want to see some of the guys who actually have their shit together that are big names, you got to scroll towards the end of, or kind of mid to end of 2022, because you see people booking their launches pretty early. So you got Mosh Barry, Ben Murray, Mike McKay, Venkata, Glyn, again Mosh Barry, Mike McKay, Glyn. These guys are super organized because they booked in all of their launches for the whole year. You're going to see the same names cropping up again and again and again. So you pretty much know that when these guys launch, it's going to be pretty big. So, I mean, I know this information because I know these guys. I've worked with these guys for the past 3 years. I know that their launches are generally pretty successful, and I know that when I launch Jack these launches, they're going to do pretty well. So I really hope that you got some value from this video. And I really hope that you will go out and make the effort to actually launch Jack these guys' products in the coming year, because they will be big and they will make you a lot of money. Okay, so I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a like, subscribe, and do the other things, and I'll see you in the next one. All the best. Take care.